It's Wednesday. Wow. Sad. Double wow. No. Perfect. William, what is the longest you've gone without sleep, and why? The longest I've gone without sleep is a 48-hour period where I was trying to finish a English assignment. This English assignment was the largest assignment I have ever been given in high school. We had to compile a set of poems and essays, and we had to turn it all in at the end of the year. Of course, I procrastinated and didn't do any of it until the night before. I did end up finishing it, but fell asleep in my car right as I pulled up to Butte High. I almost died of carbon monoxide poisoning, and then someone happened to knock on the car and save me, and I didn't die. Now for some pool-related questions. William, it surprises me that you would not bring a large hairnet to the YMCA swimming pool. How many smoke rings can you blow through the Gandalf pipe? And could you underwater with a horse duck? There are many facets to this question. I feel like the most important is the one I will touch on. If I had a horse duck underwater, I would do many things with it. We would be best friends. Also, we would be best friends. As you remember from last episode, a horse duck is comprised of two things that I was supposed to fight, a horse and a duck. But a horse duck is different. A horse duck is my friend. Will wonder whether the water is wet or the water is wet, and why. Water is a special element. Every time that we see water, we have to remind ourselves that the entire universe is comprised of it. Does that mean that the water is wet? It depends. Are you wet? Yes, you are comprised of water. The rest of us are also comprised of water. That means the water isn't wet. It means you are. Cool. Will, how do you feel about American imperialism? Why do you feel this way? Sometimes when I look into the eyes of America, I see
Well, it's been a while, you heard the sirens calling, you dove head first.
Will, if there is another color, what would it look like? And what would you call it? In order to answer this question, we have to go to the fifth dimension. Come along, kids. Here we are, the fifth dimension. How does it feel? What colors do you see? A new color. There it is. Let's take a look. Oh no. William, is TopHouse the band carbon neutral? If not, what are your plans to achieve this status? To answer that question, I'll have to go to camera angle number 2. TopHouse the band has become more carbon neutral as time has gone on. We hope that all employees of TopHouse will drop their cars, bikes, and shoes by 2030. By giving up these items, they can finally be part of the TopHouse family and not derided for their carbon emissions. Also, we're all made of carbon, which is problematic. With that said, one of the most exciting and ambitious TopHouse carbon neutral initiatives is the inclusion of carbon neutral friendly desktop backgrounds that we put on the backdrop of all of our computers. Sea turtles, manta rays, Jessie, these are the creatures that we can save by going to a carbon neutral environment. Hashtag change the wall to change the world. If you turned into a hat movie spinoff, would you rather be a turban or a fez? What hat would be your nemesis? I would rather be a turban. Turbans allow your head to be warm in times of the cool, but still remain somewhat cool and protected in times of warmth. This is why you see them in many movies. My hat nemesis is the fedora. Fedoras are so early 2010s.
It's Wednesday. Wow. And
It's Wednesday.
wow.